Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be MARU and Dark for a Patreon cast this week, the week of April the 20th. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a patron. If you're watching it that week, patreon.com/FalconPaladin. $1 a month is all it takes to watch this a month early compared to everybody else on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching it that week, again, thanks. If you're watching it in, like, I don't know, let's say May 2025, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, man. I am here with StarCraft 2 content, and I'll be here for a while. Top right, it's going to be MARU. Bottom left, it is Dark. So got this off of lotv.spawningtool.com, a great website to get replays, but also, as we hatch first, a great website for build orders. If you're struggling on a ladder, lotv.spawningtool.com has build orders constantly updating as people try new stuff on ladder and find out what works in each matchup. So we've got matchup-specific build orders. So if you're struggling with TVZ, or I don't know, PVZ from the Protoss perspective, check it out, man. It's a good place to get ideas. Great website. We've got ourselves an extractor pool follow-up after the hatch first. We have in gas here from MARU. So it's not going to be a, 3 command center with no gas build from MARU. He knows that when you're playing against Dark, you need to play extremely safe, man. He has a good early game. He has an excellent late game and everything in between. Scouting out for proxies here. MARU says, nope, I'm not even making a Reaper right now. It's going to be a Marine opening here. So what's this gas for? Maybe an early factory? Maybe an early +1. We'll have to see what this Vespene gas being harvested is for here today. So, pool done. We've got 2 queens started. We've got an overlord saying, Marines? Oh, get out of there. Get out of there, dude. Why are we... I guess there's nowhere to run. So yeah, he does see the early factory here. Double gas from MARU. Third hatch on the way here. Sub 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Dark. And preparing for early Hellions is Dark. Man, StarCraft 2 music is so good. I like it. I like it a lot, man. So this queen is prepared for Marines. He's prepared. Well, I guess she's prepared for Hellions. Yeah, so reactor factory here. Swapping the barracks onto the reactor. That is one of the most underappreciated mechanics in all of StarCraft 2, I feel like. I haven't seen anybody talk about it for a long time, man. But, dude, that was so cool when they introduced it back in 2010 when they released StarCraft 2. Just, you can make a reactor, you can make a tech lab, and then freely swap. Just so cool, man. So again, this is AMYGDALA, the map with a long rush distance early, and then a short rush distance later. All the way around the outside here. Whoosh. And there we go, killing a Zergling. First blood there. Oh, I guess second blood, because Terror the Overlord here just has been killed in the line of action. We will remember you, Terry, especially with merch at falconpaladin.store. Alright, so second racks on the reactor here that was already built by another barracks. It's not going to be Mac. Lair timing here exactly at 4 minutes from Dark and 38 workers. And then making another reactor here for this factory, which we're going to swap onto the starport. We've got a Liberator opening here. We've got a third base at 4 minutes. Not a super early third base here from MARU. Oh, sniping that creep tumor just a little bit before it was invisible to them. Excellent, excellent job there here from MARU, dude. We've got double engineering bay, 4 upgrades coming up inside the natural base here of MARU. And look at this. Look at this starport. Thank you very much. And the animation, man, it is so smooth. Blizzard, Ah, the Blizzard golden years, man. I want to say like 1995 to like 2012 or so. Liberator setting up. He already has a kill. She already has a kill. All right. So 3 drones down for a Liberator. Poking around with the Hellions here. We've got a Baleen Nest helping to wall off the frontier from Dark and there we go, a Spore Crawler. In case another Liberator does show up here. Combat Shield. We've got the Starport. Huh. Leaving the reactor. Okay, so we pumped out 2 medevacs with the reactor, and now the Starport is not making anything. Interesting. Interesting opening here from MARU. But you need an interesting opening if you're playing against Dark. That is certainly the case. Oh, getting a Queen there. Hellions helping with these Lings. The Marines can take down the Queens there, especially with Stim, especially with Combat Shield, but that one's not quite done yet. 4th base on the way here at 6 minutes. The Ling scouts to see if there's a 3rd base. Not one yet, but hey, a command center is floating out there. I apologize. An orbital command is floating out there. So Dark has weathered the early harassment, losing, let's see, 7 Zerglings, 1 Queen, and 6 drones. Everything is A-okay here. Infestation Pit here at 6 minutes and 33 seconds. Macro Hatch inside the main base of Dark. It's just going to be Lings, Banelings, and Queens here. I think, I guess Vipers, Ling, Bane, Queen, Viper. Because Ultralisks are not viable against an Elite Terran here, so we'll have to see if it tries to make them work anyway. Sometimes Elite Zergs do. 4th hatch done. That means it's time for a 5th hatch, says our guy MARU. Whew, lot of expanding going on here right before the 7-minute timing attack. We will see if he expanded too early and he's going to lose a base, or if he expanded just on time and he has a massive expo advantage against MARU. So Hellbats, Marines, Siege Tanks, Medevacs on here. Dark is going for a counterattack on the other side, but I think we're going to go ahead and sack this hatch. No, the door is open. All right, man. The door is open here. What is going on? There we go. The hatch is down, but the counterattack is still going on. Kill the tank. Boom. Swinging back there to kill the tank. Baneling helping to kill, I want to say, SCVs. Yes, indeed. Bam. 12 SCVs are down. Banelings and Queens and Lings helping to defend out here. We've got a tank with 3 kills. We've got another tank with 5 kills. Hurry, defend, run. Banelings being hit down and sniped by those Marines there. The tanks are dead, but these Marines are alive. 18 SCVs down on the other side of the map. And how many did we lose here? Like 8. We lost 8 drones on this attack. 8 plus 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. MARU marching down with another attack at the 6th base here, 5th base here. Can we save it? Can we save it? Can we save it? We can't save it. We can't save it. Excellent job there, MARU, taking Dark down to a 3-basing Zerg player. 2-2s on the way from Dark, 2-2s on the way here from MARU, and chaos abounds here in this TVZ right now on AMYGDALA. I don't think I've said the name of the map here. AMYGDALA. So it's a 3-base to 3-base, 66 to 65 workers. MARU is ahead right now. Woo, ahead in income just a little bit. That is a roller coaster, man. Looks like the stock market ticker for the last week or so in the United States. All right, we've got tanks, we've got Marines, we've got a cancel of this 5th base, man. 77 to 69 army supply. Again, nothing but Lings, Banes, and Queens here at the 9.5-minute mark. What are we doing? We're upgrading to a hive. Yes, I know that, but what are we doing there? Is it just Vipers? Is it going to be Ultralisks? Is it going to try to be Brood Lords? The Lings out there trying to snipe down. So there we go. 3 SCVs picking off the siege tanks at the back here. No, not quite able to save it. Banelings attacking every single Marine here. And, oh my gosh, burrowed lings at the center. And, ooh, 29 SCVs. What a Baneling connection here from Dark. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that was lucky or good, but sometimes it is both with Dark, man. Holy crap, what an absolutely crushing attack there. Lings get all the way inside the main base. They are 1-1 Lings with no adrenal whatsoever. But by golly, they're going to kill as many SCVs as they can. 30-31. That Baneling attack was everything in this game. I feel like MARU was feeling pretty great about things right up until that Baneling connection happened. And now he's absolutely not a happy camper. Not the happiest of camper whatsoever. Dark got his 4th base back. His 5th base is not happening. Lings are burrowed. Oh my gosh, just outside of that scan. We got burrow lings out here. We got burrow lings right on top of the... Can you not lift a supply depot if lings are burrowed on it? Can you burrow on top of a supply depot that's down? I don't even know. It is an Ultralisk cavern. Infestors. Adrenals getting fired up. What? Dark is trying to make Ultralisks work in 2025 against MARU. Folks, what do we got here? We got the burrowed lings. They've got 2-2. They're going to have adrenal soon. More lings running in, hold positioning inside of the natural. Lings trying to drop art in there. If they don't have adrenal, they don't really want to fight by themselves. They want something like infestors. They want something like queens or banelings to assist them. Lings on their own, not all that good. I love this. He's just unburrowing when I look away and picking off a couple SCVs and then re-burrowing here. Dark getting his 5th base back. He's got map control right now, trying to move out to the south here as MARU gets something done. Yeah, look at these. And then burrow. It's like, do you want to use scans? Or do you want to use mules right now? Burrow? Oh, he thought about burrowing. Didn't really happen. Is he going to get this 5th base again? Dude, he does. He gets a cancel on the 5th base again. Lings, okay, and maybe that was a Baneling attack. I don't even know, man. There's a total of 56 SCVs have died in this game. 56 infestors are out. The spellcasters are real. Where are the ghosts from MARU? Well, the income tab looks like this. He's only got 50 workers to 68 on the other side. This is brutality on display by Dark. He's taken some serious hits, but he's got ultras out. He's getting kindness plating on them. He's got the fungal available. He can, I don't know, like neural parasite, a liberator if one happens to show up here. These lings still inside the main. They've got adrenal now. They will chomp down your SCVs a lot more quickly, and they've got upgrades and stuff too. So yeah, it is so much harder to kill them as an SCV if they've got that adrenal. And then he burrows them both and lets them regain their HP. Absolutely crazy killer stuff. Fungal, Widowmine, not getting any friendly fire damage there. The 5th base gets canceled again, maybe. No, actually enough. Fungal does catch the medevacs. Nothing to follow it up with. No hydras are on the map. No parasitic bombs. No nothing of any kind. Queens are going to have to deal with these medevacs, which I don't necessarily like all that much. Finally, Scan clears those lings out of the main base, and I think for the first time in a while, MARU's base is free of Zergling infestation. Setting up Widow Mines outside your expansions is kind of a good way to keep lings from getting inside your mineral line all that well. This one Zergling's going to kill a tank. I mean, he's not. He's trying his best. SCVs are going to save the siege tank, but yo, that was great. And again, there's nothing to kill these medevacs. I mean, I guess, okay, you can fungal. Oh, you can fungal a full medevac to death, sure. Why not? Holy haralabob. That was sick. Medevacs up the left side. Burrowed lings here. Not quite as good as burrowed banelings, but, you know, they're being annoying nevertheless. Zellinga Watchtower here on Amygdala is taken. Ultralisks do not have anabolic synthesis yet, but 10 seconds away thanks to the Game Heart user interface. Hydralisk Den is on the way. So we've got, yeah, Adrenal, 2-3, Chitinous Plating, Anabolic Synthesis. Ultras are basically fully upgraded, which means it's time for Marauders and Liberators. Yeah, the answer... Widowmine. The answer to Ultras are those things. Ka-chow, 10 drones getting killed there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all here. We got a Hydralisk Den on the way. That's going to help against these medevacs, because nothing else here is particularly good. Again, you can fungal a medevac down. It just takes a while. Does he have any Vipers at all? This is really old school, man. Ling, Bane, Ultra, Infester. Kind of feels like Wings of Liberty style stuff, huh? Remember back... What is happening? More Widow Mines? You remember back in Wings of Liberty when Fungals rooted and did damage instead of just slowed? Holy smokes, that was like the best spell in the game. You'd basically throw a Fungal down and Ultras would just cleave everything. Well, that's kind of what's happening here a little bit. Again, the Fungal slows. You can kind of run away somewhat. Medivacs. Ah, getting Fungal and killed again, because that's the only answer Dark has to these Medivacs right now. Because he Fungals them if they're low on HP, and then they die. What a game this is, though. We got Lingbane Ultra Infestor charging in, maybe coming up this ramp a little bit. Liberator setup really good against Ultras, kind of annoyingly bad against Zerglings, though. Ah, finally scans in and kills these burrowed Zerglings. Hilarious amounts of overkill, by the way. Got a couple Overseers worried about the Widow Mines that have been causing problems. A Nidus is on the way here from Dark. Big fan of that one. And we're just kind of Widow Mine running around inside the main base. 2 kills on that one. Hydras clear them out pretty effectively. That Widow Mine gets 0 kills, but does get some damage off on an Overlord. More Widow Mines into the mineral lines here. This is 33 drones have been killed. 61 SCVs on the other side. So good damage to the Zerg, but not really enough to make up for how much death there has been in the SCV land on the right side of the map. Spores are pretty good. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings down. I don't know if they all exploded intentionally or if the Widow Mine got them. Dude, MARU is using Widow Mines in a way that I've not seen in a while. 7-kill Widow Mine there. Wow, Nidus. There you go. Nidus are immediately popping up once the Nidus network is ready to rock. But scouted and shut down immediately. Dark going for a 6th base and a 7th base up the top left. Looking good. Looking really economically A-OK. Drones keep dying on this side of the map thanks to the Widow Mine shenanigans. Was it MARU? I think it was MARU as the Terran player I'm thinking of who Widow Mine bullied a laser in a game, I mean, like 2 or 3 years ago. It was maybe even longer than that, but it was just the most incredible TVZ I've seen because it was just dropping Widow Mines into mineral lines over and over and over and over and over and over, and a laser just quit. He was like, all right, cool. I've lost all of my workers. Where is more drones are dying? No, 48. 48 drones have died. It's hard for me to see where these things are. The blue is not showing up very well on the creep. I think maybe a brighter shade of blue might be kind of nice when you're playing against Zergs, at least. Oh, Widow Mine gets a huge group of Banelings. MARU's getting some good value out of these Widow Mines. It's getting him back into this game. He's maxed out. He doesn't really have a bank or anything, but that's okay. Changeling's getting hunted out and killed out. Neural Parasite is on the way. Blech. Seismic Spines for the Lurkers, which don't exist right now. But by golly, he sure is getting upgrades for the Lurkers. Into the 3rd base we go. Fungals on top of the Ghost. They cloak it up. Run for their lives. Baneling's getting a couple more SCVs there, but overall, I don't know if that was the greatest attack from Dark. But he's got a bank. He's going to keep doing this. Here it is. Into the engagement. Into the engagement zone, I say. Ultralisks cleaving as much as they can on the front, but Marauders, Liberators getting big-time hits off. 6 SCVs go down. This is the style and the stage of the game where the Zerg player's just going to keep throwing stuff at the Terran and hope to get enough value that he doesn't just kind of bleed out his own bank, not getting much done, because you can lose doing this. The Zerg player is not, this is not like a super all-the-time winning style strategy. It's just if I have so much money, how much harassments can I do? Yeah, this reminds me of a few TVZs. Few TVZs that I've cast in the past where this is what happens. Zerg player kind of takes most of the map, has a bank, is like, well, I might as well just run at the Terran until he dies, which could take a while. He's got planetaries, he's got ghosts, he has liberators, he's got Widow Mines, he's got all sorts of good fancy toys that are very good against this. The turtling race is Terran. Vipers on the way, maybe for abducting liberators, abducting ghosts. These Liberators getting abducted would be great because you can harass again with the Hydras on the other side of these gold minerals. His base is kind of key for MARU too. If he can hold this, he's going to be okay. And if he can't, he's going to have a bad afternoon. Ultralisk very low on HP. Finally gets taken out. Other Ultralisk low on HP. Finally gets taken out. Snipety snipe, snipe, snipe. Nidus erupts inside the natural base. There are lurkers here now, friends. They've got the fast burrow. They've got the range upgrade. Run. Run from it. No, Marauder, no. They do bonus damage versus armored things. The Ghost doesn't want to engage by himself either, but he's trying. He's trying to snipe, but taking damage does interrupt that snipe lock on. 9 SCVs down. A little bit of damage, a little bit of creep inside the natural base. Dark expanding again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th base for him. Hydras can't engage into those Liberators, but again, if you got some Vipers, you could abduct them. I don't know if there are. Here they are. They're sucking energy off of the hatchery there. Just really, really nice animation. They just do such good work at Blizzard, don't they? I'm not sure if Blizzard is still alive for all intents and purposes, but this was the era, wasn't it? It was. Big old ghost pile here from MARU. I mean, it's the answer to pretty much everything the Zerg can do except for Lingbane Hydra. Sniping Hydras is fine and everything, but trying to deal with a Lingbane armly with only ghosts is tough. Another Nidus coming up, 12 o'clock. Nice fungal catch. You can't lift up if you're fungled either. They don't let your gooped body into the medevac. Nidus got canceled? Wait, what? Did something... maybe these ghosts took it down. I don't know. Another Nidus trying to come up. But I think there's enough Terran here to kill this one too. There it is. That one got sniped out. Okay, so MARU. Defend, 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 defend. You can't really win on defense most of the time in StarCraft, but in this situation, you kind of can. If you have enough bases and you make enough good trades, when the Zerg player is swarming at you like this, eventually the Zerg player's bank is gone, and you are still standing. So, it's possible. It's not easy. MARU's probably the best in the world at this particular style. He just makes a bunch of command centers, bunch of planetaries, puts them up all everywhere. The planetary is a nice little buffer with that splash and all that HP. Another Nidus coming up. And he does get this gold base hatch. MARU, that's a massive win for him. I mean, no, there's not a lot of resources there, in all fairness. But, you know, Dark doesn't have a ton of gas, and there are geysers here he'd love to be harvesting from. He's only got 500 gas. Cracklings with 3-3 upgrades all upon your third base, and a lot of SCVs are going to die here too. Maybe even going after the Immortal a little bit would be a good idea. They're going after a refinery that has some gas left in there. 12 SCVs die. We get Lings running all the way in. Oh, they pick off several Widow Mines. Okay, that was some impressive stuff. Several Widow Mines all up. Running out of those factories, getting killed. You burrow the Lings in places where it forces. Can you get that into burning? No, can't quite get that into burning. God, he's got lurkers in the natural base here, too. This guy's got 4 kills. He's trying to kill the planetary. I feel like going after these SCVs is a better option for him. Hydras trying to fight Sea Tanks and Liberators, and Widow Mines getting hits off, taking out Banelings before they hit their intended targets. More Banelings rolling in, hitting Marauders. Marauders are okay with that. They can sustain a couple hits from those dudes. Not an issue at all. Landing the 12 o'clock base is MARU. He recognizes how important it is for him to be able to hold that thing, because the other bases are getting fairly mined out. Cracklings get in here again. They kill a single Marauder. Gotta force a cancel and lift off of the Hydras. Lunge in and take down the command center. Feel like they could have done it anyway. Neural Parasite on a Ghost. Did he EMP his fellows? It looks like he did, maybe. On at least a few of them there. Plus, we got a Neural Parasite. Plus, we got a... I already said Neural Parasite. We got a Parasitic Bomb on a medevac that killed it, too. So remember when I was like, this base is really important? Yes, it continues to be, even if it doesn't exist. Scans the bottom right, says, how does Dark have that base as well? How is he everywhere? Well, you see, he's got 600 APM. It's, well, all the way up to 800 APM now. Yeah, getting all the minerals off of these mineral fields as much as he can, and then maybe going for the gas. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't taken these extractors at all. Also, spreading creep out here would be pretty useful. I'm not sure why Dark isn't doing that either. Maybe he figures it doesn't matter. Like, the creep tumors that get this close are going to die to siege tanks and stuff anyway. So, meh. Not going to bother with it. Changelings coming in to see what we're dealing with. Pretty classic maneuver. Another Nidus coming up inside the main base. The Changeling got in here and saw what was up. Got the vision needed to throw the Nidus down. And one Lurker comes in. Just kind of parked on these barracks. That's very funny. Throws up another Nidus. He's like, now that I can protect that Nidus. Ooh, killing a ghost before. Oh, I don't have detection. He cloaks it up. Lings, blah, 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 blah. Heading in. Planetary gets sniped down the right side as well. Baneling's running for it. It's kind of falling apart for MARU right now, folks. Not looking all that great for him. 6 SCVs died. Ugh, Ghost dies. But a lot of Lings are murdered for that. Oh, 19 SCVs down. And a Planetary dies to a Baneling Ling run by there. This is not looking good. 3 hatcheries have died, but a Planetary and an Orbital and 2 command centers have died on the other side for MARU. Income has been favoring Dark pretty heavily over the last 5 minutes or so. This is looking dicey. This is looking tough. Changeling sniped out. Got some vision here. Widow Mines. Again, just trying to get some value, but we split off the Widow Mines, or split off the Lings, so they trigger the Widow Mines individually. And then you don't get too much value there. Dude, I have not seen Lings spend this much time in an enemy Terran base in a TVZ in a long time. MARU is just, how is he, what? What? Where did those Banelings come from? Rewind. We're figuring out where those Banelings come from. Okay. Oh, they walked up this way and then walked all the way around. Check to see if this base exists. It doesn't. Continued walking. And the SCVs just didn't get out of there. This is, man. I mean, this is how you kill a MARU, though, right? Is you got to kill 141 of his SCVs. And even then, he's still kind of in it, man. He's at 160 supply. Snipes that Nidus. Snipes these Lings. Man, this is a nightmare game for MARU. Usually, your doors are locked up a little more tightly than this. But the Nidus placements have been super good from Dark. The run-by lanes are just kind of open. Yeah, once these minerals are gone, it's an open attack path for the Zerg now. Oh, that's so funny. MARU has no money. He needs this base more than life itself. We've been talking about that for a while. So he's going to go ahead and continue to mine from it with not even that many SCVs. Nidus doing Nidus-y things. Banelings crashing. Not on top of the Ghost there. The Ghosts are the saving grace, but the Ling Bane Hydra count is a little bit hefty. Good snipes. Nidus erupts. Nothing comes out of it. There are Lurkers in this thing, but I think Dark's too busy microing over on this side, possibly losing the top left base to a beautiful counterattack. But then he remembers that this actually came up and the Lurkers are ready to go, so he unloads those dudes. The top left hatch does die before MARU can jump on it. Oh, man. That was close. He was ready to jump on it and save that thing, but he couldn't quite pull it off. Lurkers making the natural base inhospitable to human life. God, Marine just walking out of these racks and dying. Getting some serious work done. 3 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill, 1 kill. Racks have to lift off here. Ghost ready to jump in. But this puts the Ghosts in a position where they can't actually defend against an attack up this way, so then we take down the Planetary. And besides, it's Ling Bane anyway. There's another lunge. Not like the Ghosts are going to stop this from happening. Yeah, Planetary down. MARU's income is in the floor. Beneath the floor here. Ghosts try to respond, but they're just too late to the party because of course they are. Of course they are. And that's it. GG Dark pulls off the win in 28 minutes and 39 seconds. Income from Dark looks intense. The supply disadvantage is massive, 186 to 107. And that's it, 66 to 15 workers. 145 SCVs died in this game, and it was just constant. It was constant throughout the match. 5 or 6 here, 20 there, 16 here, 2 or 3 there. Dark continually getting into the main base, the natural base, the third base, the fourth base of MARU, picking off SCVs, keeping that income low. And that's how you do it. That's how you take down a monster. Same thing on the other side. Dark did lose 51 drones today, which would be a big number, except for the 145 number on the other side. 60 Widow Mines died. I think they did a lot of work today. 6 Ultras died. Doing okay for themselves. I'm not going to hate on the Ultralisks. They're doing their best. 12 ghosts out of the 18 that are alive. So the majority of the ghosts that were produced in this game lived because they're really surprisingly tanky and can cloak. So it's kind of hard to kill all the ghosts, but Dark did his very best. So end of the day here, great TVZ, fantastic stuff. lotv.spawningtool.com says this was played in March. So, I mean, just a couple weeks ago as of casting. So, you know, it's getting harder and harder to find recent StarCraft 2 professional replays, what with the discontinuing of the ESL Pro Tour. And are we getting GSL this year? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I certainly hope so, but anyway, great patron game for the week. I mean, you guys are spoiled with this one, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and somewhere else. I don't even know. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. And you take care of yourself.